What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new video where we will discuss the team's recent absolutely disastrous run of form and Arne Slot's future, because more and more Liverpool fans want Arne Slot gone. I'm still not in the camp, but this is now very dangerous territory because Liverpool are in the worst form in the league apart from Wolves. Liverpool have lost 6 of their last 7 league games, and also for the first time in exactly 60 years Liverpool lost back-to-back league games by 3 goals or more, and Liverpool also have the joint heaviest home league defeat in the Premier League, which I never thought this would happen, especially after Liverpool won the title. And I think the main reason why Arne Slot has so much credit in the bank is that Liverpool won the title last season in a terrific style. And yes, the performances haven't been great in the second half of the season, but Liverpool still won many games. And this season started really well. Liverpool won after losing the Community Shield final on penalties their first 7 games in a row. But since then, Liverpool lost 8 out of 11 games in all competitions, which is an absolutely horrendous run of form, and it has many factors. Of course, one of it is the passing of Diogo Jota, because not only did the team lose a great player, but the players lost one of their best friends, and you can't really measure that. But that isn't an excuse to write this season off, and that isn't just an excuse by itself to excuse the players, because the players and the manager have to perform better. You can't keep losing games at Liverpool, especially not after spending almost £500 million, £430 million in the summer, strengthening the team. And Arne Slot at the moment is not getting the best out of the players, and he was very honest in his assessment that he needs to do better, but everybody needs to do better. The problem is that Liverpool keeps sinking. Liverpool had a pretty good first 30 minutes. We played well, we created chances, we had incredible chances blocked by the Nottingham Forest team, and then just that typical of Liverpool this season, first corner that we can see it pretty needless by Konate. And I think Konate has been one of the main culprits at Liverpool and one of the main reasons for Liverpool's disastrous form. And I would start Joe Gomez at this rate, because he won't be as bad as Konate, because Konate has been absolute shambles, a liability. He gives away a needless corner. If he just passes it back to Alisson, there is no danger. Alisson is so good with his feet. Instead, Konate kicks it out for a corner, and then you don't want to give needless corners away to Nottingham Forest, especially because Liverpool's Achilles heel, Liverpool's main weakness has been the set pieces. So of course Nottingham Forest score from that first corner that they get. Their first chance goes in, and after that I think Liverpool lost a lot of confidence. By the way, Nottingham Forest's goal shouldn't have stood because the player was in an offside position blocking Alisson's view, not at the time and the exact moment that the player shot, but the ball trajectory went exactly in the path of Alisson's view, and Alisson's view was blocked by Nottingham Forest player in front of him, who was offside at the moment of the shot. And this was confirmed by the Premier League. I'm not just making this up, of course. Still, they gave that goal. By the way, it was a very similar goal that Liverpool scored against Man City, which wasn't given. Nottingham Forest scored another one. By the way, that goal should have been given. They disallowed that for handball. But the bottom line is Liverpool started to create less and less chances. Isak was isolated, and Salah and Gakpo couldn't really score. They had like 8 or 9 shots blocked, Nottingham Forest. They blocked 8 or 9 Liverpool shots, but otherwise, yeah, Liverpool's defense looked very shaky, and Liverpool can't take their chances. No matter how many chances we create, we just can't take them. So Liverpool lost the senior players who should bring calm. They are fading. Szoboszlai is probably Liverpool's best player this season, and I would play Chiesa instead of Salah or Gakpo at this point, because at least he's pressing with intensity. Liverpool's pressing intensity is not as high as last season. It's decent, but it's not good enough. And defensively, Liverpool have been a shambles. And also it doesn't help that Szoboszlai had to play right back. I don't understand that, by the way. Why isn't Curtis Jones playing at right back and Szoboszlai playing in the attacking midfield position? He's much more dangerous in the attacking midfield spot. Yes, Szoboszlai is a great right back, but he's wasted there. It's like putting Gerrard in at right back instead of playing him in the attacking midfield position. So I think either Joe Gomez or Curtis Jones should play right back. They should rotate between themselves from one game to the next. But that's one of the main problems. Liverpool have so many injuries. Florian Wirtz is injured as well, so that's another midfielder taken out. Even Gravenberch, I think, should play ahead of Konate at centre back, and Curtis Jones should play at right back. So Szoboszlai can play in the middle, as a number 10, and McAllister plays behind him. But that's the thing. Like, if you take Gravenberch and Jones out of the midfield, then who do you start there? Endo is not up to the standard. Arne Slot doesn't really fancy him, and that's the problem, that Liverpool still don't have a settled style of play or pattern of play. Arne Slot is tinkering and changing too much. This slide will not fix itself because Arne Slot must find the tactical solutions for Liverpool's problems, and also Liverpool need their identity back. So either decide you want to be a high pressing side, you want to be a possession side, you want to be, using the wings, whatever you decide, just have a clear style of play, because this team is drifting in mid-table at the moment. And the questions are growing louder and louder around Arne Slot. 8 defeats from 11 games is never good enough for Liverpool. 1 win in 7 games and 6 defeats in 7 games is never good enough at Liverpool, and it's never not good enough even at a mid-table club, never mind Liverpool. So I think Arne Slot absolutely needs to get this right, because ultimately the responsibility lies with the manager. Of course, a lot of the players are at fault, and I think Virgil van Dijk said it well, that the players are letting Arne Slot down. And we have let ourselves down as well, Van Dijk said. You look at yourself first and then you help each other. You help each other get out of this mess. Van Dijk said, I've been at this club, Liverpool Football Club, for many, many years. And we had bad times, but we always come out of it together, working hard and just, getting out of this together. And Van Dijk said, as the champions, we can't be in the situation we are in right now. That's a fact. But what are we going to do about it? We are going to try to turn it around. That's the mentality everyone should have. Every single Liverpool player needs to have a good, hard look at himself in the mirror and play better, because the manager can only do so much from the touchline. It's the players who need to perform better. And apart from Szoboszlai and maybe Alisson, who is the player who is performing at his usual high standards? Even Van Dijk is down a level to last season, but Konate is down like 3 levels from last season, and many players as well. We concede far too many goals. We don't have consistency, or at least we have consistency in terms of we are conceding consistently the first goal. We are consistently losing games, and we are losing battles. We are losing the second balls, the third balls too many times. Everyone is responsible for it, not just the defense. Van Dijk said, you have to be a man and you have to face the toughness and go again and again, because if you want to give up, then you are at the wrong place in my eyes, because this club has been going through so much adversity over those years. We have always come out of it, and that's what Liverpool need to do. Thankfully, Liverpool have a game on Wednesday again, and that's against PSV at home. We absolutely have to win that and get some confidence back, get some momentum going. And after that, I think we play Leeds on the weekend. That's another winnable game. Van Dijk said, what I want is for everyone to take responsibility on the pitch. We have to do that in order to push each other, to make each other better. When someone is pressing, you have to follow the press. It's basic things, but it's not happening enough. And what is shocking, when you look at the form table in the Premier League, Liverpool are 19th. Just Wolves collected fewer points than Liverpool in the last 7 games, and we have a -8 goal difference. That's just absolutely shocking. Conceding 15 goals in 7 games in the Premier League. Absolutely shocking. At least Fabrizio Romano said that the Liverpool owners don't want to sack Arne Slot yet. They want to wait until January and want to see whether results improve. But if they don't, then they will probably bring in a manager until the end of the season and then look for a long-term successor. The Liverpool owners are not making a decision immediately. They are not thinking about changing the manager. They are not in talks with any other manager. That's the situation as of today. But that could quickly change because football moves very fast. That could quickly change if results don't improve. And the big news is that in training, Liverpool will team up Van Dijk with Gomez in training to see if they can gel well together, so if they can play together. Maybe they should play together for 50-60 minutes against PSV Eindhoven, and then they can start on the weekend as well, and Konate can just come on as a substitute. I think you need to bring Konate out of the firing line and you need to bench him, because you can't keep starting him when his form is so bad. It's just not good enough. Chris Bascom also said that the striker Isak replaced, Darwin Núñez, was slated for far better performances than what Isak is putting in. Núñez lacked finesse and poise and calmness in front of goal, but you could never take your eyes off him. Núñez worked so hard. You struggled to notice Isak was on the pitch on Saturday, and yeah, that's not just his fault, but it's also his teammates' fault that he doesn't get the service, but he also needs to work harder. And I would start Ekitike up front in the Champions League and just again give Isak a breather. Maybe he's not still fully fit and sharp because he's a little bit snatching at shots. Of course his confidence is pretty low as well. But let me know, what would you do if you were in charge of Liverpool right now? Would you sack Arne Slot? Would you keep him? Let me know your thoughts down below. I would love to hear it. And I just wasn't in the mood to make a video after Liverpool lost to Nottingham Forest. I was so sad, so devastated. This season has been an absolute shock. But we had worse times as Liverpool fans. I remember the Roy Hodgson era, where Liverpool were just above the relegation zone in October or November. And Liverpool have a much better team now. We just need to click again, because Liverpool have so much firepower. We just need to get the basics right. The Liverpool players need to work harder, they need to defend better, and we need to take our chances. We need to improve in all aspects of the game, and that's a little bit worrying that we need to put out so many fires. But yeah, that's my opinion. Let me know what is yours in the comments below, and thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.